Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new legendary in the game, and it's a free legendary. All you got to do is log into the game right now, and you can get yourself a brand new free legendary after 7 days. We're going to look and actually see if she's any good, but before we do that, there is a promo code as well I'm going to talk about. It looks like the promo code is not working for everyone, so if you're a new player, try it out. Let me know if it works. The code is Deliana. It's just my with her name, caps or normal, doesn't matter. Put that in the promo code. It's supposed to be for everybody, but it seems like it's not quite activated yet. Right before we go into looking at it, I'm going to do just a few shard pose right here off of the 2x, off of everything, not in the middle of any event. I don't care. I felt like some dopamine today, and it's been a really long time since your boy has gotten a legendary, so let's see what we can do. Wyvern Bane is what I mean. Wyvern Bane, that's going to be a no for me. You can go farm your wyverns all you want. Another rare Banshee, no thank you. And last but hopefully not least, what do we get now? Okay, we got an epic, and oh yeah, okay, Grizzle Jaro. Grizzle Yarrow, I say Jaro, but it's not Jaro, is it? It's Yarrow. He's not a jar with an L at the end of it. Grizzle Yarrow, okay. With that being said, let's go look at the new hero and actually see what we think of her. It's not Sacred Orb. She's a high elf, even though I don't think she really looks like a high elf. So visually, first impressions are quite good. She sort of looks like a lightning mage. I mean, it looks like almost like lightning bolts on the back. You got electricity up here, electricity going on her arms. Almost looks like a Marvel hero. Dagger on the belt there. So she's got kind of like a pokey staff plus a dagger, and it looks like some gems on her. Oh, the visual is quite nice. Let's look at what her kit does. Basic attack is an AoE, hits everybody. 50% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. Okay. So 50% leech on an AoE is not bad. It's AoE based. It goes up to 60% when you book her, but I wonder how hard this hits. And she's also based upon HP. Her base HP is 20,000, which isn't too bad either. Let me go ahead and... There we go. Now you can see that 20,000. So her base HP is actually not too bad. Looks like she's got no skins. Let's continue here to the second move. Attacks an enemy. 75% chance when booked, 100% chance. And it says a 3 cooldown when booked. 100% chance of placing decreased resistance debuff for 2 turns. If the target's under a block buffs, which I'm assuming is her A3 debuff, also applies a debuff spread, taking any decreased resistance debuff from the target and placing it on all enemies. So it only debuff spreads the decreased resistance, not a full debuff spread. It's only the decreased resistance. And they have to be under block buffs, which it looks like that's what the A3 does. So when fully booked, it's a 4-turn cooldown and a 100% chance of placing block buff debuff on each enemy for 2 turns. So you're going to hear that a lot of 2 AoEs, AoE on the basic, AoE here. The A2 is single target, but I like having multiple AoEs here. Heals all enemies 5% of their max HP for each block buff debuff placed by this skill. So that doesn't seem that great. I mean, at the maximum, you might get like 25% heal if it places on everybody. Then fills the champion's turn meter by 10% for each block buff debuff attempt blocked or resisted by the enemy team. Okay, so if you can't land these, you get 10% turn meter for each, which could be all right because then you're speeding up to be able to go again to use your A2 to actually decrease resistance on somebody to spread it to the people that were not able to get it. So I kind of understand how that mechanic works. Maybe this hits really hard. She is HP based, so if she hits hard, that could be quite nice. Her speed's a little low, but she has good stats other than that. I mean, her defense and HP are decent. Let's look at the passive. Increases this champion's accuracy by 2 for every 1,000 HP this champion has. Okay, so right off the bat, just without any gear when she's maxed out here, what is that, 40? You're going to be getting 40 accuracy just right off the bat. That's pretty good. Active effect places 25% strength and buff on all allies for 2 turns every time this champion's HP drops below 50%. Quite good as well. Strengthen's a fairly rare buff. If you don't know what Strengthen does, it's sort of like an increased defense. What it does is reduce the damage you receive, but by just a flat amount. So it's like the opposite of Weaken. So Weaken increases damage by 25%. Strengthen would decrease damage by 25%. Then we have an aura of all allies' HP in all battles, 33%. That's pretty good. That's not a bad aura as well. You know, actually, this hero seems all right. I'm not going to say I'm super impressed. The few things I do like about it is there's 2 AoEs, one of which being on the basic. AoE Leech is fairly rare in this day and age. I also like decreased resistance and the fact that it increases her accuracy so she can land the decreased resistance. What this means is you can basically put her in just as much HP as possible and make her hit harder. It will also build her accuracy because of it. You can take her accuracy to land decreased resistance on the enemies in order to then spread it. And with any luck, the decreased resistance is going to help your other people who maybe don't have as high as accuracy as she has in order to be able to land the debuffs again. You have from May 23rd to July 28th, so you actually have quite a bit of time to log in and get this hero. This is something that is available for everybody, whether if you're new or long-time player. So if you're a long-time player and you haven't played in a bit, maybe just log in just to pick up this hero, because maybe should be useful in the future. Having decreased resistance is a good tool in your tool belt. I quite like this. In my opinion, these Ninja, Simple, Deliana, these type of promos are fantastic. These are exactly what the game needs. Free legendary heroes for people, a reason to log in every day and continue the play. And I think the vast majority of free-to-play people out there highly appreciate getting a free legendary hero, as well as the gear leading up to that hero can be useful as well. Because, I mean, look at this. You get accuracy gear as well, and she's obviously an accuracy type of hero. Look, you get a chance for a 6-star legendary boot there. I think that's quite good. So, with that being said, thumb up on this one. I like the hero. I like the concept of the event. I would just like more of it. If we always had an event, like as soon as July 28th shows up and this one's over, which means you actually need to start as early as July like 20th, basically, to get in time. As soon as it's July 28th, if we have another one right after that, that'd be a big win. I think we should constantly have these. I absolutely love these. That being said, love y'all. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you on the next Darth microtransaction video.